two apps changed the way America moves money. One, PayPal, was born in Silicon Valley during the dot-com boom of the late 1990s and became the backbone of online business. The other, Venmo, was created a decade later in a New York apartment when two college friends wanted to make splitting bills less awkward. PayPal became corporate. Venmo became culture. And when the two finally collided, the battle didn't destroy either one. Instead, it rewired the way we all think about money. Welcome to Dual Dot, where we uncover the untold rivalries behind the world's biggest brands. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you never miss a story. The origins. PayPal's story began in December 1998 under the name Confinity, created by Max Levchin and Peter Thiel, and soon joined by a young Elon Musk. At first, it wasn't about payments at all. Confinity built security software for handheld devices, but by early 1999, the team shifted focus to email money transfers. The idea of sending cash through an email, something that had seemed impossible, suddenly became real. The platform exploded on eBay. Sellers loved it because payments cleared quickly, while buyers trusted it because PayPal felt safer than wiring money to strangers. By 2000, PayPal was growing faster than eBay's own payment system, so much so that eBay bought the company outright for $1.5 billion in 2002. That deal cemented PayPal as the safe, default way to pay online. Out of that success came a group of founders later called the PayPal Mafia, which included Musk, Thiel, and Reid Hoffman, who went on to shape Silicon Valley itself. Venmo's origin couldn't have been more different. In 2009, two University of Pennsylvania graduates, Andrew Cortina and Ikram Magdan Ismail, were moving apartments in New York. One night, Ikram forgot his wallet at a concert, and Cortina covered the tab. That small inconvenience sparked a big idea. What if people could pay each other instantly from their phones? The first version of Venmo worked through text messages, then evolved into a smartphone app. The name came from the Latin vendere, meaning to sell, and mo, short for mobile. From the start, it wasn't trying to be a bank. It was about convenience and about making payments feel effortless, almost like sending a quick message to a friend. In those early days, Venmo's founders had to get creative. They tested features on themselves, constantly sending small payments back and forth just to make the app feel alive. Slowly, it took shape. Unlike PayPal, Venmo had something unexpected, a social feed. Every payment came with a note, an inside joke, or an emoji. Suddenly, money wasn't just transactional. It was social. The Spark of Rivalry. By 2010, PayPal was the undisputed leader in online payments. It was polished, professional, and dominant, but it also felt stiff, like a digital bank. Across the country, Venmo began to spread quietly across college campuses. Students used it for pizza runs, splitting rent, or covering bar tabs. A payment was no longer something private. It was part of social life. That shift even changed language. People stopped saying, "I'll PayPal you." They said, "Just Venmo me." It was short, casual, and it stuck. In the same way Google It replaced Search It, Venmo me became a cultural shorthand for sending money. The battle. The rivalry became official in 2012 when Braintree acquired Venmo for $26 million. At the time, Venmo was still small, mostly unknown outside college kids. The following year, PayPal bought Braintree for $800 million, gaining control of Venmo in the process. What looked like competition turned into a family feud. Instead of shutting Venmo down, PayPal saw potential. Venmo had captured something it never could: youth, culture, and social currency. It became PayPal's way of owning the next generation. By 2015, Venmo was processing $7.5 billion annually. But success brought problems. Fraudsters used stolen credit cards, scams started to surface, and regulators began questioning why people's payments were visible on a public feed. Venmo was fun, but it also felt careless. PayPal, in contrast, was serious and structured. Businesses and freelancers relied on it, while Venmo's playful design was accused of turning money into a joke. Still, Venmo grew. By 2016, it was moving over $5 billion every quarter. New partnerships with Uber and food delivery apps transformed it from a college gimmick into a real player in the payments industry. Now you could pay friends, pay for rides, or even shop at certain stores. And then came new competition. In 2018, Cash App, created by Jack Dorsey's Square, stormed into the market. Unlike Venmo, Cash App didn't just let you split dinner bills. It gave you a debit card, let you trade stocks, and even buy Bitcoin. Venmo had emojis. Cash App had power. Suddenly, the rivalry wasn't just PayPal versus Venmo. It was a three-way war for America's wallet. Money meets culture. Venmo wasn't just an app, it was a social experiment. Friends posted captions filled with inside jokes, turning payments into micro-stories. A $20 transfer could carry more personality than a text message. People documented trips, shared pranks, and even used Venmo feeds as a way of showing off their lives. For an entire generation, money became a form of communication. PayPal never tried to compete on that cultural level. Instead, it doubled down on professionalism. Its platform powered online stores, freelance payments, and international transactions. Small businesses trusted it. Big retailers partnered with it. If Venmo captured hearts, PayPal captured trust. The numbers that matter. By the early 2020s, PayPal had more than 400 million users worldwide, operating in over 200 countries. Venmo, in contrast, remained US-focused, but dominated the peer-to-peer space, moving over $230 billion in 2022 alone. Both apps charged fees, Venmo for instant transfers and PayPal for business and international payments. For everyday users, Venmo often felt cheaper and faster, while PayPal's strength was global reliability. Security was another dividing line. PayPal had a reputation for freezing suspicious accounts and protecting buyers, sometimes to a fault. Venmo faced criticism for making transactions public by default, exposing details people didn't realize were visible. That vulnerability forced the company to rethink its settings and rebuild trust. The future. Today, both platforms are adapting to a fast-changing landscape. Venmo experiments with cryptocurrency features, letting users buy Bitcoin or Ethereum directly in the app. PayPal invests in AI-driven fraud detection and expands globally. Meanwhile, challengers like Zelle and Cash App keep the pressure on. The future of payments isn't just about sending money. It's about identity, trust, speed, and even entertainment. Venmo may lean further into social commerce, turning its feed into a marketplace. PayPal may keep strengthening its role as the serious, international player. The rivalry that began in Silicon Valley and a New York apartment is now part of a global story about how we connect and pay in the digital age. The legacy. The story doesn't end with one winner. PayPal remains the heavyweight of online business, while Venmo is the champion of casual, peer-to-peer payments. One is trusted. The other is trendy. And in the end, they are both part of the same company. What began as a battle became a partnership of opposites. PayPal powers the world's commerce. Venmo powers friendships and everyday life. And somewhere in between, they rewired how a generation talks about money. Because today, people don't just say, "Send me money." They say, "Venmo me." A small idea born from a forgotten wallet became a cultural phenomenon, reshaping how we connect, spend, and socialize with money. Who do you think is the true king of online payments, PayPal or Venmo? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting rivalries and click the notification bell so you never miss a video.